Lord Krishna and Lord Rama. Why do we need them both today? And how do we integrate them together in our life? Let's dive into this wonderful topic.
What if the biggest threat to your future isn't failure, but confusion? Not a lack of intelligence, not a lack of opportunity, but something far more silent, far more dangerous: the inability to know how to live. We're living in an age where everything moves faster than our ability to understand it. Information flows endlessly through our screens. Advice is everywhere. Opinions are louder than ever. And yet, clarity feels further away than ever before. You wake up, you scroll, you consume, you compare, and somewhere in between all of that, something inside you begins to feel unsettled. Not broken, not lost, but misaligned. You begin to ask questions you cannot easily answer. Am I on the right path? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Or am I just moving? This is the quiet crisis of our time, and it is into this world that our story begins. There is a young man, not very different from you, not extraordinary, not weak, just human. He lives in a world that never stops moving, a world where success is constantly defined for him, where worth is measured in numbers, where attention is currency, where silence is uncomfortable. Every day, he wakes up with a sense that something is off. Not dramatically, not painfully, just subtly, like a song that's slightly out of tune. He does everything he's supposed to do. He works, he learns, he tries to improve, he follows the advice, he watches the videos, he reads the books. And yet, at the end of the day, when the noise fades, the question remains: why does it still feel empty? One morning, standing above the city, watching thousands of lives moving in every direction, he feels it more strongly than ever before. Everyone is moving, but no one seems to know where they are going. And for the first time, he doesn't reach for his phone. He doesn't distract himself. He doesn't escape. He simply stands there and asks a question he has never truly faced. How should I live? Not what should I achieve, not what should I become, but how should I live? That question follows him home. It sits with him in silence. It waits as he goes through his routine, and eventually it brings him to stillness. He sits alone. No music, no noise, no distraction, just himself. And for the first time in a long time, he listens. At first, there is discomfort. The mind resists silence. It searches for something to hold on to. It tries to escape into thoughts, into plans, into memories. But slowly, something begins to settle. The noise fades, the urgency dissolves, and beneath it all, there is a quiet awareness. He closes his eyes, and when he opens them again, something has changed. He is no longer in his room. He is standing in a place that feels ancient, calm, untouched by time. A forest, not wild, not chaotic, but deeply ordered. Every tree stands with purpose. Every leaf moves with intention. There is no rush, no confusion, no excess, just balance. And then he sees him, a presence, calm, grounded, still. This is Lord Rama. Rama does not speak. He does not explain. He simply begins to walk. And without fully understanding why, the young man follows. The path is simple, but it is not easy. There are obstacles, uneven ground, moments where the path disappears. And yet, Rama never hesitates. He moves with quiet certainty. He does not react. He responds. He does not rush. He remains steady. And slowly, the young man begins to understand. Discipline is not control over the world. It is control over oneself. Just as he begins to feel grounded, the world begins to change again. The forest opens, the stillness transforms into movement, the air becomes lighter, more fluid, and then he hears it, a flute. He turns, and there stands Lord Krishna. Where Rama was still, Krishna is dynamic. Where Rama was grounded, Krishna is fluid. Where Rama was silent, Krishna smiles. Krishna gestures outward, and suddenly the single path becomes many. Paths stretch in every direction, each one glowing, each one possible. The young man feels it instantly. Overwhelm. Which path is right? Which one should he choose? He steps forward, then stops. Doubt. He looks around. Confusion. And in that moment, he realizes something. Having choices does not create clarity. Krishna begins to walk, calm, certain, aware. He chooses one path and commits, not because he knows everything, but because he understands something deeper. You are not meant to control every outcome. You are meant to choose and move. Krishna looks back, not to command, but to invite.
The young man takes a breath. And this time, he does not hesitate. He steps forward, and as he does, the other paths begin to fade. Not because they disappear, but because they no longer matter. Clarity is not found in endless options. It is found in committed action. He continues walking, and something within him changes. He is no longer reacting. He is acting. The path leads upward until he reaches a place where everything becomes clear. And there, once again, stand both Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. Different, yet one. He understands now. Rama taught him how to stand. Krishna taught him how to move. Rama gave him discipline. Krishna gave him wisdom. Rama gave him roots. Krishna gave him motion. And life requires both. Too much rigidity breaks you. Too much flexibility loses you. But balance strengthens you. The two presences fade because they are no longer outside, they are within him. He returns to the same world, the same noise, the same movement, but he is no longer the same. He walks with purpose, calm, clear, steady. And slowly, others begin to follow. Not blindly, but consciously, because clarity spreads, and purpose inspires. And as the sun rises over the horizon, a new possibility emerges. Not a perfect world, but a conscious one. And he continues forward, not with certainty of outcomes, but with clarity of being. And that is enough, because in the end, Rama teaches us who to become. Krishna teaches us how to live. And when roots are strong and motion is wise, you don't just face the future, you walk into it, consciously, confidently, and fully alive.
So I hope you all liked my story. If we look at our life now, from the outside, it probably doesn't seem dramatically different. We still have moments of doubt, we still get distracted, we still question our decisions sometimes. That part hasn't disappeared. But the way we relate to those moments has changed. There's less urgency to escape them, more willingness to stay. We don't chase clarity the way we used to. We don't expect everything to make sense before we move forward. And we don't assume that discomfort means something is wrong. Sometimes it just means we're paying attention. We've realized that we don't need to choose between stillness and movement. We need both, the ability to pause and the willingness to act. There's a kind of balance there that we are still learning. Some days we lean too far one way, other days the other. But it feels closer to something real. We don't feel like we are following something anymore, not in the way we used to. It feels more like we are walking our own path, even if we can't always see where it leads. And strangely, that's enough. Not because everything is clear, but because we are no longer trying to avoid what isn't.